Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a video that's going to teach you how to download and install the Python programming language onto a Windows 10 computer. It'll probably work with Windows 7 also, but you got to be careful because not all the Python software that goes with it will work with Windows 7. So for our purposes here, we're going to be sticking with Windows 10. So the following video will show you how to first download the program, second install the program onto your desktop, and then we're going to confirm the programs are all there and ready to run. So let's go to the computer and see how it's done. So here we are at the computer. We have a standard Windows 10 desktop, and I'm going to demonstrate how to install Python and idle onto your system. So the first thing you do, you could open up a internet browser. I'm going to pick Google Chrome because I like Google Chrome. And you type in PYTH, and you see right here in Google it says Python download. So you click on that, and you see here it says download Python, python.org. So we could click on this, and here we have the python.org downloads page. And you see here the current version is Python 3.10.7, okay, for Windows. So we're going to click on that. And you see we got our little download bar back here on the lower left side of the screen. We want to wait for Python to finish downloading, at least the installer for Python. We're going to execute the installer. You see I have my Norton, which is telling me it's safe. So you click on the little arrow here, and you select Open. That will run the installer. So here the installer comes up for Python 3.10.7, 64-bit. And I'm going to install the launcher for all users to the system. Recommended. I'm not going to bother with this right now. And you hit install now. You see that it includes IDLE, it includes the PIP, and it includes all the documentation, and it will create shortcuts and file associations. So we go ahead and we hit install now. And our user access control kicks on. And we see Python. Do you want to let this app make a change to your hard drive, to your system drive? We select yes, and there we go. It's installing. And we kind of give it some time, let it install. As you know, installing a program can take a little bit of time. And we just let the installer run. Okay, here we go. It's still installing. It's going to be finished soon. Just wait on the system now. Okay, it tells you what your progress is. Setup was successful. Okay, then it gives you some stuff here that you could go into if you want to learn a little extra. I'm not going to bother for the purposes of this video. So we're going to go ahead and close this window out. And then we're going to close our browser window. So we are back at our desktop. I'm going to go down to commands now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to type into the search bar PY. Okay, and you see here, Python app. Okay, I'm going to right click. And I'm going to put open file location. And you see it tells me these are all the files I just downloaded. I have the Python manuals. Very important for you to know when you download Python, the manuals are coming with it. Okay? They're on the system, but we're just going to leave them there for right now. I just want to point out to you, they are there if you need them. Okay? This module docs is there if you need it. We're not going to bother right now. What we are going to do is this Python and idle. We want to put icons on the desktop. That way we have quicker access to them. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to say send to, and I'm going to select desktop. You see it pop up right up here. I'm going to want idle because that's my development editor, or one of the development editors we're going to be using. Idle, Notepad++ will work. I'm not going to talk about that because that's a Windows thing. And of course the Visual Studio Code, which is going to be in the video I'm going to make right after I finish making this one. So we come up here to idle. We click on that, right click, and send to, and desktop. Okay, they both come here. We could close. If you want to get access to the manuals, okay, you can do that too. Okay, send the manuals to the desktop. And that's a good idea because then they're there for ready access. This one you don't need to bother with. You close your tray that tells you what your files are, and you can now put these wherever you want them. Okay, you can put your Python here. I'm going to move my Daytona State icon there. Put the Python here. Put the IDLE here, and put the manuals. You can put them right down here. Okay, I want to test if the links work. So I click on Python, and sure enough, I'm in the Python interpreter right now. Test it to see if it works. I'm going to enter a real Python command. print space bracket single quote hello world single quote bracket. Wait, I want single quote there. Single quote bracket. And I'm going to type enter. And you see it prints out hello world. So we have working Python on our system. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check out. I'm going to click on the idle. And sure enough, here's our idle shell version 3.10.7. Okay. print. I'm going to test it out here. You see it's a different color. Idle will do that to help you better get your loops and your syntax correct. Print space, and I'm going to put my bracket, my single quote, my hello world, my single quote and bracket. Okay, little error there. Single quote, bracket. And I'm going to enter. Okay, syntax error. You see, this will tell you when you make a mistake. So I made a mistake there, and there it is. You see it, it's in red. The print statement's in green. The print statement's in magenta. The hello world is in green. And of course, our error message is in red here. So print space bracket single quote. You could use single or double. Doesn't matter. Got to be very careful about whether you're capitalized or not here. Paren, single quote, hello world. Single quote again, end bracket. Okay, you see the way it looks better now? So now when I hit enter, you see it'll type in blue, hello world. So our idle is working. Okay, just to show you what you get if you click the manuals. Okay, this is all your documentation for Python. All right here. You could index it. You could search. You have your favorites. Everything is right there for you, ready for you to reference. So that's going to be it for installing Python and idle. And the next video I'm going to make will be to install the Visual Studio Code, which is also a free download. So there you have it. How to download, install, and run Python and idle. Good luck, and I enjoy.